In a bustling compound in the heart of Enugwu, two women, Mama Nneka and Mama Chidi, lived next door to each other. Their houses were so close that they could hear each other's voices through the windows. Even though they raised their children differently, they were as close as sisters. Mama Nneka was strict. She believed in rules and discipline. Mama Chidi, on the other hand, was calm and easygoing. She rarely got angry. Both women worked hard. Mama Nneka was a trader at the local market, and Mama Chidi was a nurse. This meant their children, Nneka and Chidi, often spent time together while their mothers were busy. Nneka and Chidi, both 11 years old, were like siblings. They shared secrets, did homework together, and played in the compound. Their laughter filled the air, and everyone in the compound knew they were inseparable. One evening, while eating dinner, Chidi said, "Mama, I need a book. All my classmates have this special book, and I feel left out." Mama Chidi paused. "A book, Chidi? Don't you think you have enough books already? But this one's different." Chidi insisted, his eyes wide with excitement. "It's got stories about adventures and heroes. I can learn so much from it." Mama Chidi thought for a moment. "Okay, if you come first in your class this term, I'll buy you the book. But only if you prove you deserve it." Chidi's face lit up. From that day on, he worked harder than ever. He spent hours studying and doing homework. Even Nneka noticed. "You're really serious about this book, huh?" she teased one evening as they worked on math together. "I'll show Mama I can do it," Chidi said with a confident smile. When the term ended, Chidi rushed home with his report card. "Mama, look. First place," he said proudly. Mama Chidi hugged him tightly. "I'm so proud of you. I'll keep my promise." And she did. She bought him the adventure book he'd been dreaming of. It was even better than Chidi had imagined. The book quickly became his favorite thing. He read stories about brave warriors, solved riddles, and explored imaginary worlds. Nneka often joined him, and they spent hours laughing and solving puzzles together. One sunny afternoon, while flipping through the book, Chidi and Nneka stumbled upon a section they hadn't seen before. It had strange symbols and mysterious drawings. "What's this?" Chidi asked, tapping on a page. "I don't know," Nneka whispered, her eyes wide with curiosity. "It looks like some kind of secret code." Their innocent curiosity led them to explore parts of the book they didn't fully understand. They started spending more time locked in Chidi's room, whispering and decoding the mysterious pages. The laughter that once filled the compound was replaced with hushed conversations and secretive glances. Weeks passed, and their secrets started to affect their friendship. They stopped playing outside and doing homework together. Everything revolved around the book. One day, Nneka broke the silence. "Do you think we should be doing this? It feels wrong." Chidi hesitated. "It's just a book, Nneka. We are not hurting anyone." But Nneka couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. "What if Mama finds out?" she asked, her voice trembling. "She won't," Chidi said firmly. "We just have to keep it a secret." Nneka nodded, but she couldn't stop worrying. Then one day, she said something that shocked Chidi. "What if we try acting out what's in the book? Like the adventures?" Chidi froze. "Nneka, that's not a good idea. What if we get caught?" But Nneka wouldn't let it go. Her curiosity was stronger than her fear. She kept asking until Chidi finally gave in. The first time they tried, it didn't go well. Nneka tripped and hurt herself. She ran out of the room crying and avoided Chidi for days. Chidi felt terrible. He didn't know how to make it right. Finally, at school, he found her and said, "Nneka, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have agreed." Nneka hesitated but then nodded. "It's okay. Let's just forget about it. They started talking again, but their friendship wasn't the same. Then one day, Nneka surprised him. I think we should try again, she said bluntly. Chidi stared at her. What? No, Nneka. The last time. This time will be different, Nneka interrupted. Please, Chidi. Don't disappoint me. Chidi's heart sank. He didn't want to say yes, but he also didn't want to upset Nneka. So he agreed. One day after school, Chidi and Nneka stayed behind in an empty classroom. The school was quiet, and most of the students and teachers had already gone home. Nneka looked at Chidi with determination. Are you sure about this? Chidi whispered nervously. We'll be quick. No one will know, Nneka insisted. They snuck into the school storage room, their hearts pounding with fear and excitement. Just as they were about to act out one of their adventures, they heard footsteps in the hallway. Someone's coming. Chidi hissed, grabbing Nneka's arm. They panicked and ran out, going in different directions. It was the school janitor making his usual rounds. Luckily, he didn't see them, but the close call left them scared. That evening, when their mothers were still at work, Nneka turned to Chidi. We have to try again. This time at home. Chidi hesitated. I don't know, Nneka. What if someone catches us? No one's here, Nneka insisted. Our moms won't be back for hours. Reluctantly, Chidi agreed. They went into his room and locked the door. But before they could start, the front door opened. Chidi, are you home? Mama Chidi called out. Chidi and Nneka froze. Their faces went pale. Mama Chidi's footsteps got closer, and she knocked on the door. Chidi, why is this door locked? They scrambled to hide what they were doing. When Mama Chidi came in, her sharp eyes scanned the room. She saw their nervous faces. What's going on here? She asked firmly. Chidi and Nneka exchanged nervous glances. They knew they couldn't lie anymore. With trembling voices, they told her everything about the book, their curiosity, and what they had tried to do. Mama Chidi listened in shock. Her heart sank. How had she not noticed this? Had she been too focused on work? Taking a deep breath, she said, Stay here. I need to talk to Mama Nneka. She went to Nneka's house and told her everything. Mama Nneka was stunned. Her face went pale. This is all Nneka's fault, she said angrily. She's leading Chidi astray. No, Mama Chidi said firmly. It's not just Nneka. Both of them are involved. We need to handle this together as mothers. Mama Nneka sighed. Her usual strictness softened into worry. What do we do? She asked quietly. We need to talk to them, Mama Chidi said. And we need to get them help, counseling, guidance, whatever it takes to guide them. The two mothers went back to Chidi's house. They sat the children down and explained why their actions were dangerous and why they needed to make better choices. They spoke gently but firmly. The children could feel their mother's disappointment. After that day, everything changed. Mama Nneka softened her strict ways. She spent more time with Nneka, trying to build trust. Mama Chidi also changed. She started guiding Chidi more, realizing her leniency had left him without proper boundaries. Both families sought help. Counseling helped Chidi and Nneka understand why their actions were harmful and taught them to make better choices. But despite the efforts to fix things, the bond between the families was never the same. Mama Nneka decided to move to another town, hoping to give Nneka a fresh start. As the moving truck drove away, Chidi watched from the compound, feeling a mix of sadness and relief. He had learned a hard lesson, one he would never forget. Moral of the story: parents should spend time with their children, talk to them about the content they explore, and guide them to make safe and responsible choices. Books and other tools can be helpful, but children need maturity and guidance to use them wisely. What do you think? At what age should children be given access to books with complex or mature content? Let us know your thoughts in comment section. Remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video for more videos like this one.